alive! You're alive! Oh, both of us!
Looks like even fate doesn't want us apart. And you traveled through multiple realities just to save my ungrateful ass over and over, and I hope it was worth it, but...
Chloe...
I've got your back, Max.
I'm
But he
back
could be
in
talking about
class.
photography as he
What
likely
the
was.
hell? Max, why did you stop me from jumping? What kind of friend are you?
I only wanted to do the right thing. No, you only wanted to be popular. You've left a trail of death and suffering behind you. Let me guess. You fucked up time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that? Do you really think she's our friend? That she respects us in any way?
Dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't. There's no way you can break up our team. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield. Max, come on now. Don't worry. We'll be okay.
There we go.
Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe? I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
I swear. But that nightmare was so real. Was so horrible.
Yeah, it was.
This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. All I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
Yeah, you are.
Max. This is the only way.
I feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to...
Fuck that. No.
No.
No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You proved that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me.
Don't say that. I won't trade you.
You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate.
Chloe.
Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe. I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
Oh, hell. Well, I just didn't believe any of that. Like, the time crap started before Chloe got killed. I mean, Max saw the vision before she saved Chloe, so I honestly just don't think that Chloe dying would fix anything. Like, the tornado was coming anyway. Like, there are no right or wrong choices, but I really feel bad for making this choice, but I choose Chloe.
Max, it's time.
Not anymore.
Max, I'll always be with you. Forever.
And then it ended? Wow, I missed so many pictures. Maybe I could have taken those if I had sacrificed Chloe? I don't know. It just seemed wrong. Like the tornado was coming anyway. And I was hoping there would have been a twist to it. Oh man. I'll need to play this game again and choose differently. And see what happens. That has me really emotional. I didn't want it to end just yet. Well, I don't know if I'll be filming myself play the other choices, but I'll definitely be playing the Chloe story, before the storm story. Also, that last choice really had me by storm, pardon the pun, because it didn't let me try to choose otherwise. There's even the backwards song. I'll just let all the credits roll now because this was the end, the official end. I feel kind of bad for sacrificing the bay now. I mean, some people were okay. But what would have happened if I had sacrificed Chloe? Like, we would have gone back to that butterfly moment in the bathroom. And would Nathan have killed Chloe? I need to know. I need to know what happens, so yeah, I'll definitely need to play this again. All of these people, you did a fantastic job. We'll need to see the choices after this. I don't know why it seems so obvious to choose Chloe over the bay. Because the more I think about it, the less obvious it seems to me. And the worse I feel about making that choice. But that nightmare Max had, it just brought back all the moments. I don't know. Oh, okay. It seems there was perhaps only one major choice, and it was either to sacrifice the Bay or sacrifice Chloe. Yeah, it seems like it was a tough choice for everybody else as well. Oh yeah, and I'll definitely need to play this for the missing photos, at least. But definitely also to see the other ending. Damn. David got a scar during the fight. Oh, okay. I didn't know I could prevent that, but I guess he won't mind. David didn't kill Jefferson, yeah. Saved the trucker, saved Evan, and Alyssa, and the fisherman. I hope Joyce believe in David again. I actually didn't even realize that was a choice. Also told the truth about Rachel to Frank. And we kissed Warren. I just thought he deserved it after all the crap he had been through. So perhaps if we had sacrificed Chloe, then maybe Max would have gotten together with Warren. Don't know if Max will be with Chloe now. Don't know. Ah, that was an experience. I'm kind of at a loss for words. So I think I'll just leave it at that. Thank you if you watched and went through with this with me. But other than that, I'll need to go cool down now. That was an experience. Oh, now we can play the different episodes again. We could even probably play the last episode again. Would it be with all the choices we've made? Could we change the choices in the other episodes? Oh, you could take photos inside the nightmare. That's right. Oh, I need to see this. I need to see this. Collectible mode? I don't know what that is. Let's try to choose Chloe. I need to see what happens. I just didn't know it would be this easy to come back to this. I need to see this.
Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
You are Max. Already said it probably.
Max. This is the only way.
Chloe, I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
Alright, let's try. What happens if we sacrifice her?
Max. It's time.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this.
I know, Max. But we have to. We have to save everybody, okay? And you'll make those fuckers pay for what they did to Rachel. Being together this week, it was the best farewell gift I could have hoped for. You're my hero, Max.
Oh, Chloe, I'm gonna miss you so much.
I'll always love you. Now get out of here, please. Do it before I freak. And Max Caulfield, don't you forget about me.
Never.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
Well, I don't know if that was better or worse. Huh. At least the storm didn't come. I don't know what I think about that. I mean, if the storm's purpose was to kill Chloe, it failed. So why did she have to die? Because the first thing Max did was save her. So that was the first flap of the butterfly's wings. And that's what set it all in motion. I don't know. But okay, now I'm even more revved up. Okay, so initially I chose to save Chloe and sacrifice the Bay because, well, I had this thought, like, I was doubtful that saving her would cause the storm. I just didn't believe that her being alive meant that much. Obviously, it all comes down to the butterfly effect, and the first moment we save her when Nathan is about to shoot her. And that is the thing that sets all the other things in motion. So I didn't believe that it would actually hold that much meaning because we did a whole bunch of other things. Like, for example, we saved Alyssa a bunch of times. We changed the natural course of events a lot. And none of those things really seem to lead to any drastic, like, disastrous events. So I was just like, I thought the storm would come anyway, no matter what we chose. So yeah, that's pretty much why I chose it. And also, I didn't believe the storm would wreak so much havoc. Like, I just didn't think in the moment that much. I kind of also didn't think that everybody else would die, besides David, I think, because he was in the bunker. I don't know. Time travel stuff is kind of complicated to me sometimes, so I don't really have an idea where everybody was. I don't know why David would have even been inside the bunker, because we kind of busted Jefferson long before the last scene. Or, like, there was the party, so isn't it like when Max traveled back in time through the photos? She would have, and she did, bust Jefferson at the night of the party, so she wouldn't have even gone to that party to be kidnapped in the first place. And Jefferson would have been apprehended right away, so there would have been no need for David to go into the bunker to arrest Jefferson. So, but from what I've heard, David apparently survives the storm. So he must have been in a bunker, in that specific bunker. And I just don't know how that makes any sense, but maybe I'm just being dumb, as I usually am. One other thing is I've been reading fan forums, and I read that the butterfly was actually called the Storm Summoner. And that had me thinking in the other ending where we do sacrifice Chloe and save the bay. Max sees the same butterfly on Chloe's coffin. So does that mean that the storm is coming anyway, no matter what we choose? And why does she smile like that? It's like she knows she made the right choice, but for me it seems like the butterfly was a symbol of Chloe herself. Like Max had her spirit animal, which was the deer, but at the same time I thought the deer also represented Rachel, and the butterfly would have represented Chloe. So I kind of thought it was like a message from the afterlife, like Chloe came to say hi to Max. But then I read those forums and I got pretty doubtful. Like I bet it's meant to stay a mystery. What happens afterwards? Does the storm come anyway? What meaning does the butterfly hold? But that's the only thing that kind of had me doubting my moral compass, because after I had sacrificed the bay and saved Chloe, I afterwards felt really bad about that, because I realized that I just sacrificed the entire town for one person. And to be honest, sacrificing Chloe to me seemed like the entire week that we had been using Max's powers to improve things. I felt like it all would go to waste if we didn't sacrifice the bay. But afterwards, I kind of had the opposite thoughts, because if everybody dies, the entire week holds no meaning to anybody else except Max. And if Max knows what's going to happen, besides the fact that Chloe dies, everything else will probably end up happening pretty much in the same way. So Max has already lived the week with Chloe, and if she sacrifices Chloe and lives the week again, she will know what to do in those situations, and she will, like the situation with Kate, she will know what to do to save her. She will know what to say to Nathan, or maybe even save Nathan from Jefferson. She will know to make things a lot better for a lot of people. So it did matter in the end. The entire week with Chloe did matter, even though Chloe would be sacrificed. And then I read some more of those forums, and it got really sad because, well, it was pointed out that if Max sacrifices Chloe, then Max is the only, like, Chloe will never get to know that Max is back in town and wants to get back together with her. So it's really sad. Also in the forums it was pointed out that in these games, the Life is Strange games, I haven't yet played any. Well, I played Before the Storm, but I don't think there were any powers in it. But somebody said on the forums that all these games and the powers represent an emotion that the main character is experiencing. Like, Max gets her power at the very moment she meets Chloe again because she feels guilty about not contacting Chloe earlier, and that's why she wants to spend time with her to make things right. So that's also very sad. It's sad because I kind of feel like I need to protect Max, and that is also another reason why the Sacrifice Bay option started to feel wrong right about after I had seen both the endings, because Max just looks so traumatized and guilty about her decisions, and she even told Chloe at one point that she feels weird seeing the results of her choices. So I just wouldn't want Max to have to suffer. I mean, she will suffer either way, but I feel like she looks so much worse in the option where you sacrifice the bay. She looks so guilty, and the weight of all the lives that she is responsible for, it weighs down on her hard. And I just hate that. I hate the feeling of guilt myself. Guilt is one of the feelings that really, really torments me a lot. So I feel really bad for Max in that situation. And when I saw her smile at Chloe's funeral, in the other option, the other ending, I just felt like it was the right choice for Max. She looks sad that she lost her friend, of course, but she also looks happy to have made the right choice. And that's pretty much the nail in the coffin, pardon the pun, for me to think. Like, for me, it makes the difference on which ending is the ending that I want to go with. Obviously, hindsight is 2020 because I chose to sacrifice the bay first, but later on I came to regret it, and I just don't want Max to have to hold that same regret, even though she's, of course, a video game character, and a lot of Pricefield fans, which are the fans that ship Max with Chloe a lot, are going to be mad at me probably, but for me, I just hate seeing Max so sad, and I want Max to feel like she made the right choice. So for me, that ending is, let's say, canon, even though there is no canon ending. But for me, that's the ending I'm going to choose when I start playing Life is Strange 2. I have no idea what happens in Life is Strange 2. I only know that in the beginning you get to tell the game which ending you chose in the first title. So this is why I will go with the Sacrifice Chloe ending. Like, I will feel really bad if I choose the other option. I I love Chloe. Maybe not as much as some people, but for me, it seems like she was meant to die all along. Some people say that you're only putting off the inevitable when you save her. I personally don't know if, well, she almost dies a lot of times, and Max could save her every time, but it just feels like she was destined to die at that very moment Nathan stepped into the bathroom and pointed his gun at her. Any other death or destiny she gets, the storm will come and reap the consequences of messing with destiny. And like destiny, I think it is also a large theme in this game. Like you cannot mess with the natural order of things slash destiny. But then again, it's really weird that Max messes up with a lot of the natural stuff that's supposed to happen, and nothing bad ever comes out of that. The only thing that she or the world or the Bay gets punished for is saving Chloe's life. And I think that's pretty weird, but I think that also ties into Max's, the power and emotion connection. So yeah. And I'm not saying that sacrificing Chloe is an easy choice. Neither of the endings, neither of the choices is easy. There's a lot of hard choices in the game, but for me, it just seems morally wrong to sacrifice a whole town for one person. I hope you don't hate me that much, but I'm just trying to do what's right. Just like Max. Neither of us really knows what's right until we see the consequences. And the alternate timeline where Max goes back and saves Chloe's dad, William, and then goes back to the present and Chloe's in a wheelchair. In that timeline, also, the storm is coming. So that is also wrong. It's all trying to show Max that there is no alternative. Also, that timeline where she submits a photo to the contest and goes to the exhibition, even then the storm is coming, so there is no escaping destiny. I think that is one of the messages that the game is also trying to send. And maybe because it's about regret and guilt, I think it's also about you can only choose what you think is right in the moment. You cannot see the consequences beforehand. And whatever you choose in that moment is what's meant to happen. And that goes back to before Max had any regrets, before she came back to Arcadia Bay, before she met Chloe again, because regret starts when Chloe appears. So Max made a choice in the past to leave and not message Chloe, and now she has regrets about it and she tries to change it. But everything goes wrong, like crap hits the fan when she tries to change it. She made a choice in the past, and it was a choice that she cannot escape. And she's not meant to escape it. But she gets something a lot of us don't get. She gets that one final week with her best friend that she regrets not contacting sooner. And I think that's what the smile in the end is about. She realizes that fact. She seems happy. She seems like she made the right choice. I've been rambling for way too long now. And I don't know if this made any sense, but I just meant to reason my choices and my thoughts and yeah, just try to make you Price Field fans hate me a bit less, I guess. Just to explain my moral standpoint in the matter. And now I'm really excited about Life is Strange 2. And yeah, I'm going to choose to have saved Arcadia Bay because that's canon for me. That's the Max I want to see. The smiling Max, not the guilt-ridden Max. Trying to save Chloe again and again, knowing that she should have died instead of all those other people. It's really late and I should be sleeping, but yeah, so I probably don't make any sense, but I hope you understand anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, so yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. I really appreciate it if you stuck around this long listening to me ramble, but yeah, I hope you'll come watch me, listen to me ramble more in the future, whichever ending you chose. I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.